Yeah, it's a bummer for the players. There's no doubt about it. I mean, any way you cut it, I've always said in my career, as I got to a certain point, I realized that the business of baseball has no emotion, right? And the guys inside the locker room, they really are a family. I mean, we're with each other so much. We know some of these guys better than we know our own families. And to see, a large portion of a team, 2, 3, 4 guys get ripped off the team just before spring training or a new season, it's heartbreaking for a lot of guys, honestly. And nobody likes to go to a new school, right? You have to learn all the new tricks again and learn everybody's names and all that kind of stuff. But the business of baseball is exactly what it says. It's about the money part of it, and it's about wins and losses. And sometimes the players are just a moving part of that puzzle. And I was traded one time and I moved around teams the end of my career, and it's not fun all the time, but those guys will find their way, and the team will come together and gel, and it's like going to a new school and a new class and just figuring it out, and hopefully the guys have a good season. Yeah, I think last year was the first time that the city really had some optimism as far as that they were looking forward to building upon what we had built last year, right? And that's really tough when you have names. What made baseball so great back in the 70s, in the 80s a lot of times, was that guys weren't moving uniforms. If you have somebody who's playing third base for the Cincinnati Reds for 15 years, that they come into your household and it's part of your family in a lot of ways. You see these guys post-game interviews and they infiltrate your life. And to constantly having moving chairs and different names can be tough. But it's part of the game, and there's also parts of the game that come with the economic cost, the money of the game that nobody is really privy to except for the guys up in the front office. They're trying to do the best they can for their stakeholders and everything that is involved there. And so it's a very delicate balance, and sometimes as a fan we just think about the players on the field, and as players we only think about players on the field. So it can be tough and it can be frustrating, but hopefully the guys get off to a good start and they can bring some of that magic back from last year.